Alright guys, I had to come share this shit with you. So this dude here is a classic case of, if I don't see it, I don't believe it. That would be when it comes to superstitions. He's a science and technology kind of guy. So no surprise when some girl in his class is rambling on about how she's seen a ghost. He just isn't buying it. One day though, late night in his room, a strange newspaper flies into the room and right into his hands, titled Horror News. That basically scolds him for not believing in the supernatural and pretty much tells him, you gonna learn tonight. And he reads on to find out that his teacher is gonna die tomorrow in a freak accident where she ends up getting hit by a car. When he tried to warn her about it the next morning and shows her the paper, it seems to just be an ordinary newspaper. So great, another one of those boy who cried wolf kind of situations. But anyways, lo and behold, his teacher bites the dust. So a few keynotes with this horror newspaper that comes up as you watch on. The major one is that he who reads it loses about 100 days off of their lifespan for every night the content is consumed, which to most people that's a no-brainer. Just don't read it. Okay, but when it forces its way into the room and possesses your body to turn your head and focus your eyes on the words, how about that? What do you do then? So after all of that, our dude finds himself stuck in this horrible series of events. And then this bloody, colored, skull-shaped ghost ends up popping up through the paper to break down some things to him, like explaining ghosts and the process of how spirits transcend from to the physical component and dives into the immaterial spirit that leaves the body after, and this and that. And then this spirit dude just up and leaves the boy, and you, the viewer, hanging by a thread for more information. There was no telling what side of righteousness the spirit was on, but shortly after a while we realized the spirit is indeed evil, and this boy's life surely is in danger, in which he ends up having to seek a spiritualist who can't even help him. So he ends up going to a powerful exorcist who even seems somewhat unsure of himself also, but decides to take on the job despite it being quite possible one of them won't make it out alive. The spirit is just that OP. One thing I like about this is that it isn't really scary or trying to scare you. It's the perfect blend of creepy and suspenseful to keep you engaged. The one thing for me though, this kind of topic of spirituality and the afterlife kind of intrigues me anyways, so maybe at this point I'm desensitized, but it still doesn't feel as horrifying as the title of the anime suggests. But anyways, the first half of the OVA wraps up with the exorcism going down to no avail. The second episode didn't feel as epic. It started getting into generational curses and a female character being targeted, and I'll be honest, it kind of just fell off for me. It has some elements some of you might appreciate, like at one point I remember some people actually had died and souls left the body and then came back or whatever, but anyways, when you talk about before its time, I want y'all to watch the art style carefully and tell me if you've seen anything from 1990, anything that looks anything like this. A lot of the character designs remind me of like 0079 Gundam and stuff from the early 80s, even like Harlock in a sense. However, the backgrounds, the animation, and overall aesthetic is still pretty engaging and fit the setting for the genre and the story the anime represents. Might be a hidden gem, man. This is what I do this for, and this is why I always keep coming back to anime. There are little nuggets hidden, you know what I mean, at all times. So, that was 1991's Horror News. In addition, there's a 2014 anime, I think. I was trying to find it, I couldn't really find it. And a 2020 drama series and a manga for this. I barely could find much information, man, or feedback on any, but yeah. Like the video, comment down below what y'all want to see next. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Anime back when.